Now, a lot of the times the problem is because whenever you hear the term social worker, you are thinking, this is war. They're coming here, they're coming to take my child, and the moment I knock at your door, you've got this face and you're ready for war. Now, I know war better than you when it comes to safeguarding children, so I'll give you that warning right here, right now. Mm-hmm. When social workers make contact with you, the very first thing we want to do is find out how can we help you make the situation better. Someone has called us and said you're struggling with something where your child is concerned. We want to know how we can help you make things better. My role is to keep families together. My role is to ensure that children grow up within their families, but where that is safe to do. So I have a very big job and a very big decision to make when I come to your family home. And within that very first 5 minutes, I am deciding whether or not it's safe for me to leave your child with you. So what you say to me, how you say it to me, how you present yourself to me within those very first 5 minutes of that conversation is very crucial. Now, we don't just go by what you're telling us, we go by your body language, how you look at me, how you say those words, how you even respond when I ask that very simplest of questions. So we're not just coming because we enjoy visiting you. We have a very, very, very important mundane, and that is to protect the child that you're living with. So a lot of us so I come from Africa, so I'll tell you how it is. In my mother's house, no one tells my mother how to run her household but herself. Mm-hmm. And a lot of us have come with that mindset. No one's going to tell me how to raise my child. I gave back to this person. I carried them for 9 months, and no one is going to tell me what to do. Let me tell you, if I knock at your door, I'm telling you what to do. If I come knocking at your door, and someone has told me something is not going well with your child, I am telling you what to do. At that point, I'm willing to say, tell me how it works for you, and I will tell you what the expectation of the British government in terms of raising children in this land looks like. Yeah. So you all made a decision when you applied for that visa and you said, yeah, I got my COS, and you got all that English done, and you got all the boxes ticked, and you got that visa, and you were so excited, I'm going to the British lands, and I'm going to rock this. I'm bringing my child with me. So you were making a conscious decision that you are coming to live and abide by the British laws. Now, the British laws are very, very clear when it comes to children and safeguarding the children. Now, I grew up in a household where I needed to shut up, get things done. What my mom says goes. I do not raise my voice. I do not ask questions. When I don't like something, I just get on with it, and I don't ask questions. It doesn't work that way here. Guess what? The Children's Act in this country allows children a voice. So your child has a right to say, I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't like doing this. And you have a responsibility of hearing them out. Why are you uncomfortable with this? So we have this whole thing in Africa where everybody that we live with, meet and stuff, are aunties and uncles. And then you've got your child saying, I'm really not comfortable visiting Uncle so-and-so. Why? A lot of the times as an African parent, I'm telling you you're going to visit your uncle, you are doing it. Is that not how we do it? Yeah. Now, what we say in raising children in this country is listen to the voice of the child. Be always curious about why your child feels the way they feel about things. Because a lot of the times, children are trying to communicate with us. And a lot of the times when we see behaviors that we don't understand, that are really difficult, we call them very difficult to understand or manage behaviors. A lot of the times, children communicate through behavior because they don't have the words to tell us what they're going through. So we're saying to you, listen to your child. Be it they're expressing it in words, they're saying it in that very, very rude behavior that you don't know where it's coming from. They're trying to tell you, there's something that's happening in my life right now that I do not understand. I have got no words to explain it to you, but it's happening. So what are you going to do about it? Now, how do I get involved? And a lot of you ask the question, because when we talk about children safeguarding, it's not just my role, it's everybody's business. Safeguarding is your business as much as it's my business. So every time you send your child to school, you send your child to nursery, you go and visit the GP, you visit the health visitor. Every time you are around people that are breathing, you've opened yourself up to somebody noticing something, and if they're not happy with where you're doing it, them reporting it to somebody who can do something about it, and usually that somebody is me. Now, it's quite easy to work with social workers because, like I said, my job is to help. That's all I do. I'm here to help, but if you don't want to take my help, remember, I don't come to help you, I come to help your child. So if you don't want to take my help, that's fine. I'll take the child and go help the child elsewhere. Now that it becomes the hardest part of social work. The main part of our job is we come into your families, we try to understand how your family fibre works. So every family works differently, and we take that into consideration as social workers. We're not expecting you to come into the UK and understand the way and life of the British. We don't expect you to even change your fibre and become British. It's okay to remain and maintain your own culture, but within the British context where safeguarding is concerned. Okay. So what do I mean by that? So every child in Britain has got the right to life, the right to education, the right to making choices, the right to be heard and seen, the right to show up when they need to, and the right to say, no, I'm not, I don't want to show up today, I don't feel like it, and you taking that into consideration. The right to choose whether they want to be part of your church or not. That's a big one, isn't it? For a lot of African families, I know. Because I grew up, my mom told me, you go to this church, and I was like, yeah, but I don't really like it. She was like, yeah, you're going.
Diaspora Insurance. Peace of mind guaranteed.